Hello friends, this is another video where we are going to discuss how you can write in discussing your motivational letter for a PhD research proposal. So this is a quite an important component of your PhD research proposal. If you go for any interview, they are definitely going to ask you why you are motivated to do this research and why you think that this area is important for you. Okay, so you can try to situate this area among other areas and say that there are not much more works done on this topic, but also you can try to say that my interest is in this area. So if you are talking of that kind of interest which you only understand, then it's better to also think of some ideas which may strike the people who are or the professors who are interviewing you. So here we have another motivation letter. In this one, there is it goes like this: Michel Foucault and his theories for the terms like madness, crime, power, knowledge, etc., essentially include the subjective human self. Okay, so the first statement, it is quite clear. Okay, because Michel Foucault and what he has talked about, uh, like madness, crime, power, knowledge. Okay, so this guy or girl, whoever that person is, he is talking of Michel Foucault in a sense which does not make too much of vagueness, because Michel Foucault wrote the book History of Madness. So if he is going through this sense of madness, crime, power, knowledge, then it shows that he is trying to define it through the only some specific ways. Okay, he is not trying to make any claims about the other areas of Foucault's work, like the philosophical or his social critiques in the like statehood, or somewhat he is talking of in a institutional manner, but from a way that makes it easier to understand, because Michel Foucault wrote on a lot of things, and by using these five words or four words in this order, it says something about what he is trying to say. Okay, so he's trying to include the essential word here, and they imply that there is a subjective human self. And what makes this subjectivity? Because when you are talking of self and a human, there is a subjective implicit inside it. Okay, so further he might define it. So Jacques Lacan, famously known for his study of the mirror stage, in the book Formations of the Unconscious, explains the logical aspects of human behavior and subjectivity. So again, he tries to, this guy or girl, he tries to amplify the interesting point about subjective human self. First, he says here subjective human self, and then he tries to amplify again in the later sentence subjectivity. Okay, so some way he is talking of an unconscious self, and this is in the first sentence here, it is a subjective self. Then he is going to include unconscious self, and then the logical aspects of human behavior and subjectivity. Further, he introduces another thinker, Walter Benjamin, a philosopher and essayist, has contributed immensely to understand several aspects of human nature. As a literary critic, so apart from these classical writers, there are fresh developing theories and varied fictional works to reflect on the subjective nature of human lives. So he clearly says that okay, these are my interests. Okay, there are some crime, madness, power, knowledge related issues, which especially I am interested by Foucault's understanding. And then he also says that okay, Jacques Lacan, also his mirror stage and formation of unconscious, that also does a great job in his way. Okay, so then there is a third thinker, but he doesn't specify, but he's specify his contribution as a literary critic. Okay, so that means that since might be he's from an English background or literature background, he's using these three types of various points of views about the self. So but the final point which he makes is very broad. So he says that there are various theories and various works, they are fresh developing, and so he's clear about what he is intending. Okay, it doesn't limit that I will go only to discuss. So there are some motivational letters which are open-ended also. So this was the this fifth one example. I hope you enjoyed this discussion, and please do share and subscribe if you really liked it. And if you don't like it, you can already see in the description.